Hello and welcome back to B.Studios. My name is Maranatha, and as usual here we talk about all things Nollywood. This is Christmas season, and if you know me, I'm a sucker for Christmas and a sucker for love. So we've been getting Christmas movies, and I'm here to share my recommendations on the ones I think you should check out. I've seen 3 because it has been so busy, but I plan to watch some more. I've seen 3 and I want to recommend these 3 and talk about it with you guys. And I hope you check it out and I hope you enjoy it. The first one I'll be talking about is A Christmas to Love. This is a Lily Perez movie. It is right here on YouTube and it stars Martha Ehinome, Baja Debule, Michael. What's his name? Michael, what now? I forget what his name is. Yeah, but Michael Edger is also in it. To me, it was a very cute Christmas movie. I don't really want to talk about what happened because I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to go check it out. But I would say that it was about a guy who was like a Grinch. He didn't really care for Christmas because he had like bad experience around Christmas time. So he was experiencing like trauma, and so he did not believe in Christmas and all of that stuff. But there was the girl that was like a Christmas fanatic just like me. In fact, I love the attention to detail when they were like how they created the character, because in her house it was like Christmas threw up in her house because like she was so, and they were neighbors, right? So her house was very decorated while his was just bland, and he was always upset looking at her. Anyway, they just navigated love, trauma and all of that. I really liked it. I think it was a very interesting watch. And when I checked the views, I felt like it was lacking. Please, you guys should go check out this movie on YouTube. I'll leave the link to this movie in the description below. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it was nice. And I like Baja Debule and I like Martha, and the two of them, they are both dimpled king and dimpled queen. They are so cute. I think it was a very enjoyable movie. Christmas is a season of love. Christmas is about Jesus, so let us not get things wrong. Christmas is about Jesus, the birth of Jesus, and why Jesus came was because God loves us. So I just like that during Christmas, people are able to express love in different ways. Although this movie, the love is not like it's romantic love, but I just like that Christmas gives us a time to tell different stories, even though that's not the main reason for Christmas. I like it and I enjoy it, and I think it's just fun and warm to see all these kind of movies. So you should check it out. The next one I saw was Omoni Oboli's movie. I've seen the 2 that has come out in the first 2 weeks of December. The first one is Christmas Between Worlds, and it stars Michael Dapper and Omechi Oko. Now, I've seen lots of people talk about this movie, and I feel like they've been very unfair in their judgment towards this movie. The movie, to be fair, the genre is fantasy. I'm not a huge fan of fantasy. I don't enjoy it in even Hollywood movies, Korean movies. I don't really like them because I don't know. I don't just enjoy them. But I think people were being very unfair to this movie because we've seen something with similar storyline in Korean series, in Korean movies, and even in Hollywood. But whenever Nigerian producers or directors try to attempt like fantasy or things that we're not really familiar with, I feel like we're just so hard on them because people kept on saying, at least the comments I saw and the videos I saw, people kept on saying things like, oh, did they think that we're stupid? What type of unrealistic storyline? I'm like, this is fantasy. It is unrealistic. I have seen something like that in Korean series, like King the Land, the one with Lee Min Ho. Like he traveled to another world, another dimension basically, and fell in love. This one was even like a dream. Like it didn't really happen. And the possibility of them meeting each other, because that's how the storyline went, or the story went, is very possible. God, I was so pissed when I was seeing people saying that it was not a good movie. No, because I feel like we're just being hard on it. I've seen King the Land and I think Mr. Queen as well, a Korean series. He traveled between, in fact, he was even a male in his own world, and when in the new world he appeared in, he was female. That's crazy. But people really enjoyed that show. In fact, it was one of the highest shows watched in Korea at that time. I enjoyed Mr. Queen. I liked it too. But please, I don't like the fact that people were bashing that Christmas Between Worlds. I think that I even liked the way they told the story. I feel like the person was thinking right. I I'm not a fan of fantasy, and honestly, if I had to pick between genres to watch, I would never pick fantasy. But I do believe that they did their best in that series and in that movie, Christmas Between Worlds, and I liked it. So, and I also enjoy Michael Dappa and Omechi Oko's acting. I think they did very well. I liked it. Please, you people should go and check it out if you've not watched it. But I think it was well done. And then the third one I watched was Bride for a Season. This is also Omoni Oboli's movie as well. And it starred Timini and Bam Bam. And I think in the comments of this movie, I saw somebody talk about faith, how this movie has actually restored their faith or something like that. And honestly, I could relate. I could relate. The movie did not restore my faith, but I could understand where the person was coming from. But I think the movie actually gingered something in me. I was talking to the person I was watching the movie with that I'm a child of God, I'm a believer. Like, I believe in God completely and totally. And but the thing is, what that movie I think it awakened in me was how most of us say we have faith, but we never take actions. And faith is not just you believing for something; it's also you taking an action to actually actualize or get the thing to happen. Yeah, I believe that in any type of decision, in anything that you want to do, anything you're trusting God for, you have a part to play. There's God's part to play, and then you, that is here on earth, has a huge part to play in getting those things to work. But then I realized that I don't think I necessarily do that. And one thing I think that movie did again was just bring hope. As humans, I think one thing that keeps us going, when you see people saying they don't care anymore, or some people don't really, they're just like life is just going and they're just existing, is because they've lost hope. And I think one of the things that keeps us going as humans, that keeps makes life worth living, is when we have hope. Hope just keeps you alive. The fact that you're waiting for something to come keeps you excited. The fact that you have expectations, you are like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to do this, is because of hope. Like, when you have hope, it gives you something to look forward to. And I think that's one of the things that this movie actually did. And I really like when a movie stirs up something. Like, I do like that. I'm not always a sucker for us to learn something from movies. I consider movie as an entertainment source. But if it can teach you something great, that is fantastic. And this is one thing I think this movie did. The movie focused on a guy that believed for something and he took an action. Now, will I encourage you to take the kind of action that he did? Not necessarily. But, I think because of the season and what they were trying to tell. But I think that in life, if you believe you're waiting for something, and if you know that there's a part that if there's something you can actually do, like if you're looking for a job, you do have to apply. You have to create your resume. You have to go out there, put yourself out there, right? You don't just sit down and say, oh Lord, I've prayed for a job and it will come. No, that's not how it works. And I think that's one of the things that this movie actually gingered and stirred up in me. I want to start to take faith actions now. Yes, whatever it is I want to do, I start to take actions. And I hope that you learn that as well when you watch this movie. If you've not seen it, please go check it out. So in this season, check out Christmas movies. I'll keep bringing recommendations every week as much as I can. And also check out my show, How Far, still showing on B.Studios. I hope you're having a fantastic week, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. It still remains me from B.Studios signing out. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.